Oklahoma lawmakers have completed their second week of work in the first session of the 58th Legislature, and they have sent a bill on to the governor to be signed. It's the Open Meetings Act. eCapitol News Director Shawn Ashley explains its statewide impact.
Governor Kevin Stitt signed Senate Bill 1031, which allows public bodies like your city council and county commissioners to have fully virtual meetings. This will allow them not to have a quorum in a physical presence. They can be scattered throughout the community and still have a formal meeting. Public bodies have to make materials available to the public on their website if they have one. And they also can't do a switcheroo. They can't say we're going to meet virtually and then all meet together in one room. They have to follow what is posted on their agenda. And of course, the law also contains a provision that requires them to make any passwords or codes in order to access the meeting available.
Governor Stitt has signed an executive order to help with delays in getting a driver's license. Like the sound of that, what's he doing?
It will allow tag agents to issue Real ID compliant driver's license or identification cards if the individual already has an existing driver's license file on file. It also will allow the Department of Public Safety to use third-party providers to do written tests, and it allows tag agents to issue certain commercial driver's licenses, which previously had only been the responsibility of the Department of Public Safety itself.
This week, voters made their picks for the Republican and Democratic candidates to fill an open seat in the Oklahoma Senate. Who made it to the general special election for Senate District 22?
Jake Merrick defeated Kerry Shipley on the Republican side of the ballot to win the nomination and move on to the general election. And Molly Ooten defeated Dylan Billing in order to win the Democratic nomination. Now, this is the special election to fill the seat previously held by Stephanie Bice, who was elected in November to Congress. The general election for the seat will be held on April 6th, and then about a week or so later, that person will be sworn into the legislature for what likely will be the last month.
Next week, a big week. We find out how much money the legislature has to spend. So how are collections going right now for the general fund?
Well, they had been doing quite well. But then in the month of January, we saw a decline. Through the first 6 months of the fiscal year, collections had exceeded the estimate by more than $122 million or 3.8%. But those collections fell in January, and as a result, they're sitting about even with the estimate in both terms of dollars and in terms of percentage. The new numbers that the board will consider on Tuesday will be used as the negotiating basis, if you will, for the governor and legislative leaders as they work on the fiscal year 2022 budget.
Well, I know you'll be there covering it. Thank you very much, my friend.
You're very welcome.